Hello everybody and welcome back to the Sleek House Let's Build. Now you'll notice there's a small change outside the house. I built a Lamborghini Countach. It may not look exactly like a Lamborghini Countach, but you know, it's not a bad attempt. I mean, there's only so much you can do in Minecraft, but whatever it looks like, it looks freaking cool. And it was my last tutorial, and if you please go check that out, it will help it out a lot. And you guys should hopefully like it, because I mean, damn, that car just looks cool. And today we're going to be hopefully finishing off this build in total. So we got a really cool swimming pool. I was really pleased with how that turned out. I thought that the bar feature looks so sleek. Even that red painting was just a really cool feature. If we just hop over here, we then got the guest house, which we need to start some work on now. So just a few little things that we need to do. Get out some of this right here. We're just going to go 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, now what we're going to do is we're going to get out some snow, the full block version, and we're going to go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, like that, as you can see. Maybe let's just add whoa. Okay, what does my mouse think it's doing? Okay, then maybe we just add one here, like that, because you know there's not really much visible over this side because you've got that little swimming pool bar on the side there. So now we've done all of the exterior tweaks, we have no bats. That is absolutely amazing. We can just go into here, get out some quartz, chiseled quartz. I think I said I was definitely going to use this for this in the previous video. Then we are going to get out some doors. Just go ahead and use our wooden doors, because on flows, you know, they're not really wooden doors, they just look absolutely kick-ass, awesome. And then we can finish it off with some quartz stairs, like so, you know, and that looks pretty cool. So as we open up, we somehow got to fit a little toilet in here. So I think what we should do is just literally put down a put down a quartz slab. Actually, I've seen this design used quite a lot. Many of you builders out there will probably know about it. It's literally just a quartz slab and a weighted pressure plate, and there you go, you've got a really simple or cool looking toilet. Right, now what we're going to do is we're going to get a hooper hopper, just right here, and we're going to place that right next to it. I know this is really dark and close, but we don't have a huge amount of space to work with here. And just get a trip wire hook to act as the tap. I mean, it looks pretty realistic anyway. And there you go, you've got your small derpy looking toilet. It's functional and it works, it looks cool. Right, so now what we're going to be doing is dividing the rooms. We're going to be using some of that, was it crackstone? I believe it was crackstone, that's it, yeah it is. This is an absolutely awesome material. I've always liked it. I was inspired by Keralis to use it, and I've always liked it ever since then. So we're going to be coming one away from the block that comes away from the glass panes. Come 1, 2, 3, 4, and then we're going to leave, what do we say, 2 block, yeah, here, like so. And we're going to come all the way up to the ceiling height with this, like so. Let's just go change the time effect, because it is getting a bit dark in the world of Minecraft. Okay, so now we've done that, we can continue building in the light. Alright, so we're going to continue that. The walls won't go all the way up to the ceiling, because you know we've got this cool adjustable roof feature. Well, it's imaginary, but let's just act like it is. From here we're going to build 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 to go all the way to the ceiling height with this, like so. And you know, there's not many rooms really, but we could actually divide a little one up here as well. So let's go 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, why not that? Right, so that. In fact, what we could do around here is just go 1, 2 for that. Let's have a look at what we can do with this. So yeah, that looks pretty cool actually, I'm liking that. So we could have a backwards porch, we could have our like sitting room, you know, whatever. We have our toilet, and then as you walk in here we could have, you know, maybe a bedroom. Let's go just experiment with bed design. So let's get out some snow, because that's always been one of my favourite materials for designing beds, because it's so easy to work with and you can change different heights of layers, which is really handy when you're building. So I think we're going to have 4 long, like this, 2 wide, Then what we can do here is just come up one, like that, and that's a really simple bed design. You may see quite a lot of people actually use similar designs to this. It's purely Snipe because it's so simple, it works, and it looks pretty cool. We'll put that painting there. That looks pretty perfect. All we need to do now is add like a little side unit. So then we get out some slabs, some weighted pressure plates, which we already have out in fact, and we can design it exactly, you know, like we had in the toilet. So it's not a toilet this time, it's just a side unit, and maybe even, you know, let's get out another painting here. Let's get out some, what are you called again, iron bars, that is what you are called, and some black wool. Let's just replace that with this, and over here what we can do is we can come down one across, we can go out 1, 2, like so, and then you could have literally a TV on the wall, like that. We don't actually need to put a painting down. So yeah, it's a pretty cozy bedroom. You've got a TV, a side unit, a painting on the wall. It looks pretty nice. Okay, so what we can do over here is we can just get out some black. Actually, let's get out some red carpet just to jazz that up a bit, because at the moment the house is fairly just, you know, black, white and grey. So yeah, why don't we put 2 red shelving units, maybe a painting just to, you know, add a little bit of colour. See what we have here. Yeah, I'm gonna add that painting again because it goes with a theme, you know. It looks pretty cool. And we could, no, let's keep that there for now. Alright, coming in here, what we could have is black stained clay, some black stained glass panes, and we go 1, 2, put this across like so, and then just get out some standard carpet just to contrast between our black and white colours, which always do look good. And you've got like a little shoe box, you know, just to put away your shoes and stuff like that. Over here I think we should have quartz step, just to, you know, add a little bit of detail. And then we can have a flower pot with a fern in, because, you know, I love my ferns. I think they look awesome. Just one thing, if any of the developers are of Flows HD are watching, why did you make your large ferns small and your normal size ferns big? I mean, I don't know why that happened, but no, it's quite random. So we're gonna have that like that, very simple. You don't really need a huge amount of detail. I mean, this is just a guest house, and you know what, not using a ton of detail can actually make something look pretty cool. So what we're gonna do now is we're gonna get out some Snipe, which we seem to have put away actually. Let's just go replace it with that. We're gonna come one away because it would interfere with the walls. Let's come up 3, and then we can just get out some spruce slabs, replace it with our iron bars. 1, 2, 1, 2. In fact, why don't we just level this off, same height, 1, 2, like that. So you got like a little sofa, and then what we could have across here is just 1, 2, maybe 3 even, and you could use iron bars, but I'm going to use carpenter's ladder could work. No, I think what we should use here is the carpenter's barrier. There you are. Okay. Yeah, for you carpenters mod watchers, you can definitely use this as well, and we could literally just put that like that. See how cool does this look? This is why I keep recommending this mod. It's so flipping cool. It can absolutely transform what you're trying to build, and that's why I love it so much. Right, so what we're going to do now is we're going to create like a little workstation. So something like that can work quite nicely. Then you're going to have your painting, of course, to act as like your little computer screen. So let's go here. So sunset, that could be like a Windows screensaver, you know, that's pretty realistic actually. We just put weighted pressure plate as your keyboard, you know, it kind of looks a little bit like a laptop. And then what we're going to do here is get out cobblestone wall. Put it on the side here. And that's your PC. So then for an office chair you can just use something like a quartz stair, like so. Then just put some item frames on either side to act as your armrests. Put there and there. You know what, why don't we use some stained glass there just to make it look a little bit more modern. We could have a black shelving unit. Since we use red over there, we can have black over here. And you know, it's an office space, so you're obviously going to want shelves. So we're going to have two. Like that. That's your little office. You've got your lounge, your office. You've got a bedroom. Some like small storage little areas. Cool way to put your shoes and a toilet. That's pretty much all you need in a guest house. You know, I think that's pretty much done. I actually think that's really cool. In ways it's actually cooler than the inner house interior in ways. I just really like my style on that. I think that actually turned out pretty damn cool. So, putting green. I've kind of marked out the area. As you can tell, there's no bone meal here. And it's 20 by 12. If you watched my last video, you would have probably bought it off and known that. So what we're going to do now is we're going to get some green stained clay. Like so. And we're going to start off here. I'm going to go 1, 2, 3, 4. I'm going to jump one block, go 1, 2, 3 in front. 1, 2, 3, 4. Like this. Actually, let's come back one with this. Just to make it, you know, one longer. It kind of looks like a little bit less, you know, in line, perfect, you know, whatever. Put one here. Okay, and then we can put one over here. You know, basically what I'm doing here is making it look so it's not completely perfect, and we're going to be building a putting green over here, so we're going to want that kind of striped lawn effect which you have on the greens of golf course, of course, because they're all like really nicely mowed, and they have to be, so you know the ball can flushly flow along like quite a flat surface. I don't know much about golf, but I know that. So then we're going to jump back another part, like so. And you can see it's starting to take shape a little bit. Still may look a bit odd, and that's perfectly normal. It's because we haven't started adding all the cool stuff yet. So yeah, the guy of this house is going to be pretty damn rich. Yeah, and the important thing is we have no like grass or bone meal across this area, because you know this is the green. This is like where it's all trimmed properly and it looks cool. So actually we should get out some grass and just start tweaking stuff here. Like that. Maybe bring this 2 forwards and then have a larger one here. Like so, I don't know. What do you think? What do you think, guys? So I think bringing that like that should be cool, and then we've actually got to go design the thing itself. So I think what we're going to do here is get a hooper hopper. I keep calling it hooper hopper. I meant to say hopper. It just sounds pretty dope, I guess. We'll place it here like that, so you know it looks like a ball collector. Then we're going to get some barriers or fences if you haven't got the Carpenter's mod. I use all the Carpenter's mod stuff where I can, because it is the same as the normal blocks. You can just add alternative textures to it. In my opinion, it's really cool. I quite like it, and I think the flags are white, so we're going to do that. Then what we're going to do is get some red stained clay out. I don't know how dirt this is going to look. We're going to come out 1, 2 and put one on top. That looks really dope. Okay, we need to sort that out somehow. You know what, I think just leaving it like that is pretty simple enough. I kind of want to build like a little area where we can hold our golf clubs. It's just supposed to be simple, guys. You know, we're not complete yet. We still need to do stuff. So what I would think we should do now is start working more on the pathway. So what we can do here is get some stone. We're not turning our back on this. This is mostly complete, you know. Needs a few more tweaks just to get that kind of feel, you know. So we're going to have to get out a stone, sand. We're going to get out some sugar canes because they look sick. Then we're going to get out some water. We're going to need some grass just in case, you know, we muck up or we want to delete stuff. We're going to need some green stained clay. Just replace that with that. So basically we're getting quite natural materials. Green carpet, the lines and mowed lawn effect, some bone meal. I doubt we'll need it. Just in case we screw up, we can just tweak some things. And my favourite material, not the large fern, the normal fern, although it kind of is, you know, large fern. Oh well. Right. So we've got it like running across here. What I think that we need to actually do is, I forgot to get this material out, our little red leaves. So we just get that out of here, we can start adding a few more. Because this area is looking quite natural. Quite unnatural, sorry. Yeah, I forgot it has problems. Sugarcane is an awkward material to work with. Anyways. Yeah, so that looks a little bit better now. What we could do is gonna have some green here as well. Like so, yeah, that looks a lot better now. So what we could do, in fact, we should probably take that down by 1, just simply because it's an entrance to a house. You know, you're not going to want to have to walk through sugar canes to get into your back door. That would be a bit strange. So we're going to want to we'll continue this off simply, and then we'll go add all that detail, you know, that's needed to make it look all natural, like a worn sort of pathway. So we don't want it looking too perfect, because we want to create that sort of like a cool natural pathway effect. It's very hard to do, but once it's done it looks absolutely awesome. So a good way of carrying this out, I like to make this sort of square pattern just to direct where we're going to go, and then I just sort of add detail on and on and on until it eventually looks natural. So now I reckon I should just carry it along here. Just delete all the stuff in our way. This is a problem with using bone meal, so I think that's far enough. So just about up to the house border should be enough, like so. Then we're going to turn it here, and maybe we can start using some pressure plates, because that's also something that I want to do. So we'll bring it up to about here. It doesn't have to be exactly precise, guys, just accurate enough to know whereabouts the pathway is going, because a lot of people always do ask for like block measurements and stuff, which is understandable, you know, how big something is. In this case it doesn't really matter, because it doesn't have to be precise block, it just has to be accurate enough to look good. Right, so over here I'm going to start adding and deleting random parts, just to give it that natural effect like I did in the last video. So let's just delete all of that. Oh yeah, and by the way guys, this may be my last episode for this house. I know it's a little bit sad, we have actually done like 12 episodes, no 11 episodes, this is the 11th one now, which is absolutely incredible. I don't think I've ever had a Let's Build that's continued on for that much, and I've honestly quite enjoyed it. It's been difficult at times, you know, trying to figure out what to build in such a huge structure, but I've liked it in general, and I thought it was really cool, and just having this inner world is just awesome. I'm thinking of putting this up for download. I know it definitely helped for views. I've just been having a ton of trouble with my Mediafire recently. Like for one of my houses not long ago, I put up a download link. I literally did it, it was legit. I tried putting it on again, same file, but for some reason it just wouldn't work. Loads of people had problems downloading it, and it was really annoying, and it just absolutely sucked. I don't know, I've always had it, it's just that I always have problems with Mediafire. If you could recommend any other software, that would actually be pretty cool. Please do that. But I think Mediafire is like the #1 at the moment. Yeah, so now we've like branched it off enough. Let's see, yeah, that actually looks really quite cool. I'm pretty pleased at that. Over here, I think that's a perfect area for somewhere where we can add some water. So now every few blocks, you know, we'll just take out random parts of the pathway and put down some sand. It doesn't have to always be one block of sand, it can be two, it can be three, spiral off in different directions. Like I said, it doesn't have to be block for block, it just has to be accurate enough to look good. As you can see, it's starting to take shape a little bit. Then what we can do around here is we can start adding some green stained clay just in random places as well, just to help with that natural effect. So over here, one there. Just add it in areas which you think look better. So as you can see, taking more shape. That is cool. Okay, so what we're going to do now is to finish it off with our textures. We're going to be adding this amazing sort of dead leaf block, which I absolutely love. Love this when it came out, and just to see what some builders can actually do with this block and how creative people can be is really astonishing. I've seen some of the coolest creations made possible just by using this one material. In Pathways, it just works an absolute dream. So like that. It's pretty cool. Okay, now we're going to be adding some water. So let's just set up to there. Let's put down up there. Just a few blocks of sand as well. It looks like we put a hole in the world. If you guys are playing on a default world, you shouldn't have this problem. See, water's a slight problem because it can just go and look so unrealistic, like that for example. I kind of want to create a waterfall, but you know, that just looks like a big blue jelly sort of mess. You know what, I think we're going to leave out the water feature. I tried to create something there, but it's just, you need a bigger space to do this kind of thing. Well, let's get out some oak that wasn't supposed to be removed. Oh yeah, and that's the final thing that we can do, just add some ferns around as you go along as well. So this should work actually. Can we put some here? Let's put along here. Yeah, this area in particular is a very cool area where we can add some sugar canes. Come on. Okay, let's try here. Yeah, so just add some water around here as well. You know, it can just be rainfall, it can be puddles, inlets in the ground where rain has just gone down. It really does help, and it looks cool. As you can see, put the sand down around here as well. This is where we're going to put our sugar canes. Like so. Put one here as well. I think sugar canes would look pretty smart around here and around here. Here as well, and maybe just one here to finish it off. We can see if we think that we need some more. So as you can see, that is just looking really babyish. That's looking awesome. So now we can just add some ferns around just to brighten the place up. Because ferns are awesome, let's just face it. Sorry about that, guys. I do have a cough. It is England after all, and it's not very nice weather here at the moment. It's been better the past few days, but I've got a cold. It does kind of suck. But that is our pathway leading up to the golf course. Adds that further detail of effect, and this was actually recommended to me by a builder called Thunder. He's a much better builder than I am. Check him out on PMC. I don't think he's that active recently, but he's definitely on the CubeCraft server anyway. It's a fantastic server, and I will try and help promote that in any way that I can, because it definitely does deserve it. So I think that's pretty much all we can add. Let's just see if there's any additional little details that we can add. Like on the golf course, for example, we could go across with a few ferns, because they don't really affect much. They'll help out a bit, because it's just the golf course is looking a little bit bare, and it's not really like a proper golf course. It's just like a little putting green that this guy has in his garden, because he's obviously completely minted But anyway guys, this is the sleek house finally finished. I think it looks absolutely amazing. The garden turned out pretty damn cool. The interior turned out amazing. I'm happy with overall how this thing turned out. I think it looks absolutely gorgeous. If you want to check out any other Let's Builds, I've got two here in front of me, a sandbank style apartment building and a standard modern house. I've got a few car tutorials around here, and then we've got this monster of the build. So if you want to check out any of the previous Let's Builds, please do. Remember to like, please do like. I've put so many hours into this series. Go subscribe and help me reach that magical number of 2K. And I will see you guys in my next Let's Build, which I'm going to give you a heads up is going to be absolutely mind blowing. See you guys later.